because I made that mistake.
Oh,
where
yeah.
It's just like, man, as a sound guy on the set of a film, that people look at like the director and they look at like the the person who's shooting it, the producers, the money and all that kind. No. It's the gaffers. It's the best boy. The best boy is the dude that walks around with all this equipment on, like, you know what I'm saying? He's got all this stuff, audio stuff, and he's taking care of everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's responsible. So, I'm a boom operator. As a boom operator, you have audio equipment on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You strapped up.
So you're responsible for that equipment. You're supposed to know how to work it. Okay.
Right.
So when they think you're recording audio, they think you're recording audio. So like if you didn't record it, that's you forgot to hit record or whatever. Oh, that's on you. And the whole day, poor little Tim.
Poor Tim
did not
hit record. He better
button.
like getting it too. Like, let me get this. Or he thinking I'm gonna get that.
And when I thought back to it, I was like, man, he was in there too. He had the mic all the way down.
Yeah.
I said one time he was uncomfortable. His arms was shaking and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Tim going through some stuff.
And I'm just like, bruh, like you did.
And all you didn't hit the button.
And she said, boy, she was like, yeah, you can drop your key card off.
Stop
over there.
it.
And
Tim was gone.
I was like, poor Tink.
Dang. Tim done lost his job like that.
He done lost his damn job. All right, man.
Welcome back to Talkative. I'm your guy, Mac is Legend.
Overtime, Chris in the hands.
Man, listen, we are back in this thing, making it happen.
Absolutely.
Sheesh.
Took a little.
Nah, but it was a good look.
Yeah.
Again, we had reason.
We had reason. We
Life,
ain't gonna go
baby.
into it. We ain't gonna.
We ain't got
I
to,
ain't
man.
gonna
Look.
give you too much.
Yeah.
But I needed a break.
Yeah.
Had a new baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You brought life into the world.
Keeping me up.
Yeah.
And I needed to take. People think raising a child, like they see all the cute parts, because certain people, they just come over your house while the child up.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, all right, he's crying here. You can take him back.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna go now. Let you put him down to bed. So y'all get all the cute moments, him smiling and doing all.
That's it.
Y'all don't see the 1 o'clock in the morning when he wake up in the crib and he crying, and you just like, what is he crying for? And then you burp him and he burps and he's still crying, and you give him some milk and he's still crying. It's like, this is a demon child.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I see what I got now.
we need to take this. We taking this motherfucker back to Annapolis Medical. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Said Annapolis Medical.
Y'all
What's the
gave us
problem?
the wrong one.
Yeah, we need
Let me
it
see
right,
the key
baby.
tag. This is the wrong one. We didn't leave with it. And
Something
I
wrong
thought he
with
was a
this
little
one.
lighter than I thought. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still looking at his mama a little funny. You know what I'm saying? This boy ain't
You
got
sure
no
now?
color. Like, this boy
Really?
This boy pigment a little low. Okay.
Oh, really? He's light? I mean, I saw the pictures.
Very
He's-
light. Now in the beginning he was. Now he got a little color.
Yeah.
He got a little shade or whatever.
Right.
I be joking because it's not like I'm like, Idris Elba out this motherfucker.
Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying? But
Say you just out. Nah, he definitely not.
But he was light. I was like,
Well, that's how they are when they first come
I
out,
was
man.
like, let me see your phone. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see these text messages.
Oops, I pricked him a little blood. Run off
The
with
baby
it.
was bleeding. Hold on.
Yeah.
You put it in between them little things you got inside. You just boop.
Oh, you stupid.
Oh, man.
I love it though, man. I mean,
Where the hell you been?
But man, listen. I think my biggest thing is I'm on the grind. I'm always in the grind
For sure.
But I'll be honest with you, Uncle Nearest, working with them has been really good because they've done a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah.
They just opened up their daggone distillery, which is amazing.
Oh, man.
And doing that, going through that process has been a lot. Beyond that,
It's a distillery that people can go to?
you can go to now.
Okay.
Yeah. They opened up the doors, but getting everything ready for that was a lot going on. But even before that, bring it back, let's get made. I mean,
Okay, then.
it's just been so long
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, some things got a slow cook.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
they got a slow cook. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail right now on it, but I'm going to say this, man.
Working on it.
No, look, it's actually, it's here. The big thing about it is this. It's a lot of process and a lot of steps you got to go through before you say, boom, the shirt's up there ready to buy. Let's go.
This is the age of everybody got a premium brand, Mac. Everybody has a premium brand. I'm like, no.
Good God.
Your brand is pretty regular. Like,
Yeah,
it ain't
exactly.
nothing premium about it. Like,
I cannot look, and my
everybody got
thing
a
is this.
premium brand, man.
I'm so, you and I both, look, I was talking to Chris earlier. When Chris sets this up, look, I'm going to tell y'all something.
First of all, it took me about an hour to set. And it looked like, yo, all you had to do was set 2 mics up. But that's
what I'm trying to tell people. It's so much to it. And I know y'all, look, I know a good amount of y'all know this.
Yeah.
It's a lot that goes into every little thing, and we're particular people.
Right.
You know, so we want this to look like something. We want it to sound like something.
Right.
I think you're going to get a shirt from me. You're going to pay your money, your 30, 50 bucks, whatever.
Right. You spend your time to watch this. I want to make sure that you can hear it.
There you go.
Know, and honestly, like the things, the pre-production, the pre-stuff that you do for anything makes it easier in post. And it makes it, you know, a lot of things that you have to do later on are sometimes going to be like supplements of what you didn't do earlier.
Yes.
You feel what I mean?
I like that.
It's going to be like, okay, I forgot to do that earlier.
That's a
so
good point.
I didn't fix the audio. The audio levels were crap when I was recording them. So now I got to take 30, 40 minutes in post. Raising the levels.
What you mean now? You do that?
No, I'm saying like if that happens.
You don't do it.
If
okay,
you don't check, if you don't check certain things and you don't do things,
yes.
in the pre part, then when you get to the post, you're gonna be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
I got a lot of work to do.
And that's the thing. And I think a lot of times, man, that's what I hate we got to mention that at times over and over, but I'm sure y'all understand that. You know, when it comes to when we kicking these things out. Now, one thing Chris and I did talk is now that you got a little bit of normalcy going on in the crib,
a little bit.
Because it's still gonna be like that, but you already know much more than I do.
Yeah, he's 6 months in October.
Right.
29.
Whoo! It's a lot of little babies out.
Yeah. So
Bobby, Randall.
Bobby got a whole man. I be feeling like I don't be doing it. Like he got a whole little IG page for shorty.
Right, but see, like you said though, everything takes a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you might be going back. We might call Bobby up, and Bobby like, man, I got to. You know, he might be, just going through it.
Yeah, I seen Bobby a couple weeks back. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably damn near stressed the hell out.
Nah, he's
because you're doing a lot.
Bobby works hard.
Bobby works hard.
Yeah, he works.
Bobby works hard. He's always out doing a project, making things happen. You know, salute to Bobby. I mean, we're gonna see him, of course, back on Let's Get Made. We get things.
We're gonna have him on here.
Yeah, we need to have him in on this.
Yeah, we were talking about having a bunch of people in. I'm like, well, that's just one of the obvious ones.
Oh yeah, that's
the obvious one. Yeah.
But we got to make it happen. I think now we're trying to find a better schedule for you guys because we do want to give you this stuff. Talking to them ain't gonna end.
Yeah.
But yeah. So beyond that, bro, just work.
Just work.
Work and life.
I get it.
Life.
I get it. Bills. They don't stop.
Bills.
They
Bring
don't
them.
stop.
Yeah, they coming.
They coming. You know, so is that FICO score. Okay.
Good God. There we go. Absolutely. Looking at that bad boy, you're like, wait a minute.
Pay your bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at that thing different.
Man, being an adult, it was funny. I was in, I don't know where we were, if it was like a supermarket or Lee would be able to tell me, but we was somewhere and I saw like we was in a Rundle Mills Mall. That's where we was.
I love that place.
I
haven't been in a long time, but because I remember they started like Movie Co. and all that. Like back when you know,
when
it's been a while. When it first
came out.
It was like Egypt. It's nice.
Now you walk. I'm gonna get to that after I get to this point.
Oh yeah, my bad.
But there was this sign.
Right.
It said "Quit adulting for a day," and it was a sign for an adult party. And I thought it was the most clever thing because I'm like, how many parents are going to walk past? I just thought it was clever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just
Makes
the
sense.
marketing behind it. And it was just a beer fest.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a place just to come,
live
just
for a
unwind,
minute.
talk to some adults and not have to worry about children. I just thought it whatever. But
I
back
like
to
that.
Run the Mills and malls in general, I don't need them no more.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
I do like to try certain things on. But now, hence, certain places allow you to buy from their website.
Okay.
It comes to your house.
Right.
You try it on. If the fit ain't right, you can send it back.
Yeah.
Before they even charge your card.
That won't happen at Let'sGetMade.com.
Exactly. He said that will not happen at Let'sGetMade.com.
Good God.
No, they would
What
like
kind of system?
actual brands that will let you like ship stuff. They will ship stuff to your
Elon Musk
house.
behind this?
Man, I don't know, man, but it's just like they're
Wow,
making it
okay.
hard to. They're making it hard for an individual like me.
Yeah.
To walk into a mall.
I
and be
imagine
in there
so.
Like this all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, this look cool. Let me go on there. And I get some people like, I just like the experience of going out, like hanging with friends and all that kind of stuff. I get that. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about from just a standpoint of shit. I ain't got to go there.
Yeah,
like, I can
right.
literally go like this.
You're
My
not
laptop is
lying, though, man.
here, and then ding dong, 2 days later, a box is outside. I can try to fit on.
You gotta love that about technology.
You can't beat
Technology
that.
has made it so now you don't have to leave your house for
At
nothing.
all. Man, Amazon
Groceries
killing it.
for
Okay, let me tell you
Amazon
something.
God.
We got Amazon at the house.
I'm gonna pray to
pretty much
Amazon.
every other day. Okay.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Like,
and now they're gonna be like right down the street, roughly.
Oh man,
so you can be
them
getting stuff quick.
Y'all gonna have a ghost store?
I think what's the ghost?
Like, they got these Amazon
you walk in
stores,
with
you
the
just go in.
Bro,
like, you
I hope. I just buy stuff just to do it. You know what I mean? Just be like,
now that's a store I'm going
bro,
to. Okay?
absolutely. Y'all got Amazon Go? Is it open? All right, bet I'm in there. What you get? I got some milk, some Doritos, a bottle of water.
Oh my God! Are you
daggone gum?
Oh
yeah,
my
man,
gosh,
man.
yeah, man. But like the whole, like some of the things, and that's what's making me feel like I'm a little bit older. I'm still not subscribing to that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Nah,
but
bro.
it's just like,
please don't, because if you do, I'm be like, head hang down.
Wait a minute. You're like,
if you old,
wait a minute.
Yeah, right. Please not.
Yeah. But for me, it's like certain things that were like a thing when we were younger are no longer a thing.
That's a fact.
It was weird because we went to the mall like last Friday.
Yeah.
And the Friday evening of all things. And we were looking for some clothes for Ali. Like, it was getting a little cool outside.
Yeah.
He needs some things with some sleeves on it.
Absolutely.
So we went in Macy's and whatever, picked up a couple things. And what I noticed, there was no kids in the mall.
Ooh, I ain't even thought about that now.
There were no teenage. There was, and this is prime. We in
like,
school hours.
Yeah.
Okay, this is prime. We out. This is like we out of school.
Right.
Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you go to the game, or maybe you come here before you go to
just hang out.
So it's like
yeah.
No.
Wow.
I was like, in my mind, I was like, I know where they are. They in social media. Okay, like they in their bedroom.
Right.
They like
they
this,
in their second world.
Or they just. Man, I've seen a group of
that's
teenagers
crazy.
in a room and not even talk to each other.
That's weird.
But they're texting back and forth. Hey,
Stop
did you just see that on IG, man? That was crazy. What? And you like,
yeah, wait.
What is happening?
What's
in
going
this
on
room?
in here?
Like, why is nobody talking?
That's weird, man.
It is weird. That's like you and me
that's
just sitting
interesting,
here. We got our phones out. Hey, man, you just see that? Yeah, man, that was crazy. Oh
Nothing.
my God.
All right, man, I'm out. All right, peace.
Dog, y'all don't believe in interaction? Like, he's sitting right there like, man, what you want? Like, literally, I watched.
That's the text.
I watched my son one time text Kayshawn and ask him, are you still thinking about eating chicken for dinner? Popeyes for dinner. And when I tell you Kayshawn was where you're sitting.
Whoa.
I was like.
Bruh, you could just say that a lot easier and quicker.
And as a parent, sometimes you be eavesdropping on the phone, make
like,
sure they ain't doing nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I can imagine when that time comes for me. Yeah.
Okay.
What you got? All right.
Okay. Oh, you got Rihanna's cheeks on your front as your
why
screen.
You gotta have that
like, why you gotta have
What's
that
going
up
on?
there?
I know the cheeks. Let me see the picture.
Let me see the picture.
All right.
Yeah, them certified right there.
Now take them off. Take them off.
Now
You go
take
back.
it
You
down.
gonna have to download them for yourself. Dad, is this your phone? Oh well, look, boy, your daddy's a grown man.
Don't worry. What's that saying? That stupid ass saying. Do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly.
You
right.
like,
that's kind of confusing, right?
I don't know what that means. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's true, man. That is the word.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it sounds crazy.
It's crazy times, man. Ain't nobody talking to nobody. Like, it's just like, oh my God, y'all don't know how to even probably how to start a conversation with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's being lost. I mean, look.
I see a lot of teenagers walk up to and I'm always like, and I was raised that way. Like when you walk up to, you greet somebody.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Even if they don't say it back.
Right.
I live in Baltimore.
No.
They don't require you to say nothing. Yeah. They don't require you to say nothing.
What's going on, man? What the fuck?
So maybe
what's going on? My bad.
Hi. You just switch right in to your non-threatening. Hey, I just wanted that number 2. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a milkshake. A milkshake, yeah. Let me get
Is that what
one.
you want? Well, get the hell out of here and go get it. Damn, man.
You like?
No, but that's how it goes.
People walk right up to the counter. Yeah, let me get some fries. And you like? You gonna?
Yeah,
that's a person. That's not an android or nothing. That's a person that you can greet them. He's like, I don't know them.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Oh man, I did a terrible job as a daddy. Oh my God,
I don't know him.
I failed.
Right there.
I literally pulled him. I failed you, dude.
No,
I did.
That's the way. That's the way of the world, though,
It's
man. In a lot of
crazy,
ways,
man.
So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Look, speaking of this crazy world, we want to get a couple topics. One I got right here in front of me.
What you got?
Okay, listen, man. This is my thing.
Nothing.
Well, let me say this. I got a bunch of nothing too, but I'm gonna say that this is just stuff that's been out, and the Antonio Brown story.
Oh my God.
I can't stop really like looking at it, reading it, even though I know
what specific part.
Okay. All right. So look, this is the thing, man. I'm going through this one particular. I looked at is this Sports Illustrated?
Yeah,
SI Sports Illustrated, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, one of them. So Sports Illustrated, the story is there's more history to Antonio Brown's history. I know.
What does that even mean?
Well, what they're basically saying is he's got years of having sexual misconduct. That's what it says. Exclusive. Accusations range from a previously untold account of sexual misconduct, a charity auction theft, multiple domestic incidents, and a long list of unpaid debts. I mean, look, people paint a picture of a person through their words, through how they talk about them all the time. Right. Media, we've seen this time and time again. But wasn't nobody even singing this song about Antonio Brown that I heard of a month ago? You know what I mean? Or even before that. I mean, it might have been some things mentioned here and there, speckled around.
Measure of convenience, it seems like, because like there's
really convenient.
Just
okay, for y'all that don't know, it's just strange, right?
Yeah.
But basically what happened is Antonio Brown was with the Raiders, right? He was doing in the training camp.
Well, he's with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He didn't want to be there anymore. It was kicking up dust, I guess you could say, and just say, hey, look, I want to leave. They sent him to Oakland, and then, go ahead, Matt.
No, I think you probably know better than me, actually, on this part.
No, they literally sent him to Oakland.
Right. He had signed
he had signed the deal.
Yeah, he signed the deal. Okay.
With, I think, $30 million of it was guaranteed.
Right, yeah. 30 million.
So when he got there, it was just like, you didn't really hear nothing over the summer. Like, he didn't go to none of the OTAs or none of that stuff. And OTAs are off-season training, something.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck.
Right.
Okay, Chris don't watch football.
Yeah.
But he didn't go to any of those.
Right.
But the first big thing that came out is when he didn't attend the first mini camp, one of the mini camps that were mandatory. He didn't, that was the first thing I heard about. He didn't.
Okay.
I didn't, mini camp. Okay. But then the regular camp came around and he reported.
Sure.
He was there.
Sure.
But he didn't practice because
the foot.
Because of some of the training it was the foot first. Some of the training methods that he was using and whatever. He put a lot of fatigue on his feet.
Right.
He was getting cryotherapy, and the cryotherapy gave his foot frostbite.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Weird looking,
because he was getting into the cryo thing with, I guess, barefoot. I don't know. You're not supposed to get in the damn thing barefoot. It's like minus 500 degrees.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I've been there. What's wrong? My God, feet! Oh, my feet!
I'm like, did he even feel his feet when he got anyway?
Yeah.
So like, it was his whole foot thing at first, and they were trying to massage and do that or whatever. But then they was like, oh no, you can't wear that helmet no more. And he was just like, and this is the part where I gotta throw the Raiders just a little bit of bail.
Okay.
Because it's like, if somebody tell you, okay, you can't wear that helmet, you had somebody talking just like this.
Yeah.
Look,
hey,
Antonio,
sorry, buddy.
we're trying to work with you here, but you cannot wear it. It's not certified.
Right.
It's not certified anymore. They used to wear this helmet back in the 70s. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not going to work now.
Changed.
And it's just like, it's like, bro, okay, so there's a million of helmets that you use. So that's when I knew, this shit ain't about no helmet.
Oh, good point.
I said, this ain't about no helmet. I don't know.
That's interesting.
There are so many wide receivers in the league.
Right?
Elite.
That's true.
I'm talking
That's
about Julio Brown, Julio Jones, and Julio, who's the other guy? My other guy.
Beckham?
My other guy.
Beckham. Yeah.
All of these guys found helmets.
Yeah.
That work for them.
That's like I'm thinking. Does he have funny shaped head or something?
It's like, and I get what people have, like, superstitions. I've worn this helmet since since I was this, and it's like great. But we're adults. Sometimes you have to adjust and whatever.
That's true.
So I was actually leaning more towards the side of the Raiders. I was like, okay, but then I just got to the point where I was just like, this ain't about no helmet.
But what would is that delaying something? Talking about that, like, was that him delaying?
Yeah, I think it was.
Being mad about the helmet. Like, what would that? Is that just causing?
It doesn't make sense for you to be mad about a helmet when there's a million helmets you could just try on and just whatever.
Right.
I immediately said, in my mind, this is how my mind worked.
Yeah.
I was like, he don't want to be here.
Uh-oh.
I said, he does not want to be here. And then the general manager started coming out and publicly saying, like, he's either in or he's out. Just drawing that line in the sand.
Yeah.
And then what happened, then from there, you could just see everything was just starting to escalate. It became less about what the Raiders are doing and more about, what's AB doing? Everybody, all the reporters were showing up like, what's AB doing? So he's in the news. They're talking about him, and you know, people are having unfavorable opinions about him or whatever.
Yeah.
So, regardless of the helmet thing, outside of that,
right.
This would be an opportune time when people aren't having a favorable opinion about you.
Sure.
To just bring something else up.
And why not?
Hey, man, he touched me.
Yeah, because see, that's the thing. So this came out,
It's
what,
like,
a day before he went to the Pets, or day after? I can't remember. I think it was
literally.
It was like a day before he was supposed to show up.
Maybe a business day went by.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Maybe.
And then all of a sudden, this lady comes out and says,
boom.
He sexually assault. First it was like sexually assault. Then it became
and you
rape.
know, conspiracy theorist me, I was just
I mean, I'm with you. I think everybody when they saw it, they're like, wait a minute now,
like,
come on.
What in the world?
Now, here's my thing, though. For those that are looking at saying, oh, man, you just trying to take the guy's perspective or whatever. Look,
I am not.
I can't do it. Look, before I even knew all this stuff, then look, this thing just got me. I'm going through this freaking article written by Sports Illustrated guy, whatever, and they're painting this picture, I mean, it makes it look like this guy's a freaking nut. I mean, like, honestly, like, they make it seem like he's had years and years of sexual assault and all this stuff. Man, look, they got this one story, right? It's kind of long. I'm actually going to scroll down about how the police had to come out to his residence for a domestic, I don't know if it's a domestic violence or domestic assault case or whatever, domestic assault or whatever. So the police come out there and they're like, you know, what happened? And the lady says he threw a lotion bottle at her. Bruh.
A lotion bottle?
A lotion bottle.
Okay.
Bruh. And they're like, no arrest happened. Of course not. No. This is a guy who's super famous for being a football player. He's got money, and this is what happens. I hate this. I don't even want to say this like this, but I'm just saying, they get with these certain types of people around them that want to get them for everything they got. And if you make one mistake, you walk out of the line in any kind of way, boom, I want to get you, and I'm suing. What for? What
for? Why? Yeah.
And look how crazy that sounds. He threw a bottle of lotion at me. And he was so angry. It got me nervous and scared. Come on. It's like, get out of his house then. Leave.
Oh my God.
Look, let me hit you with this. Though. This is the one where I started laughing.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. It's not funny, but in my mind right now, it kind of is. So, but here's the thing. So the lady
how
who
my
said,
mind works.
Yeah, matter how my mind works. At least reading this story, if I'm just making this two people that I don't know.
Can you imagine being in an interrogation room? And just be, or like even like let's just say hypothetically this got to court. You know what I'm saying? This got to court. You understand? You understand? So how did he throw the lotion bottle at you? Yes, he just cocked his arm back. You know, it's just stupid.
Looked like he had a knife in his hand, man. But it ended up being a bottle of lotion. He threw it at me.
It's like, and I get
paint a picture.
I am not. Look, so let's just put a little precursor thing in here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not justifying,
of course not,
anybody throwing anything at anybody or whatever the case may be. So it's just like, we're not talking about, like, domestic violence should be taken seriously.
Absolutely.
Period. So that's whatever.
Absolutely.
But
that's what I'm saying. However, there you go.
Some things are not what they seem to be. And some of the people making said claims, can we please look into their background a little bit?
Bruh, that's what I'm saying. Who are these people?
Talk about some of their content. Because, like, this is the problem that stars don't get. This is what stars don't get. They don't get due process. They get, like, okay, you did it, and then you guilty until proven guilty. Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Literally.
Because that's what I'm saying. All they're looking for the allegations, which we know.
Well,
the accusation, man.
Go ahead, finish.
So check this out. This is the paragraph, though. This one that got me. I'm reading through the stories. I'm like, let me just see if I can get some facts so we can talk about them. And these are the facts, right? So it says Brown and Taylor. Taylor is a former gymnast who now works as a trainer. Met when they were both athletes at Central Michigan University.
Right.
According to Taylor's lawsuit filed in the Southern District of Florida on September 10th, Brown exposed himself and kissed her without her consent while Taylor was staying at his Pittsburgh area home in June of 2017. Later that month, wait a minute. Whoa.
What?
Let me read that again. According to Taylor's lawsuit filed in Southern District of Florida on September 10th, I guess of this year, Brown exposed himself and kissed her without her consent while Taylor was staying at his Pittsburgh area home in June of 2017. They must have had that can't be right. That must be a typo. So I'm hoping that means June of 2019. Yeah, let's hope they mean that. Because it says later that month, while Taylor was staying at Brown's house in Miami, Taylor was watching a church service on her iPad when, according to her complaint, Brown began masturbating near her without acknowledge and ejaculated on her back. Now, it ain't funny. She was looking at church service on her iPad. My man walks up. I know. But I sat back and I was like, wait, what'd he do?
That don't sound
like... First of all, it just sounds... If anything, it just sounds weird.
There's no way we could tread through this without sounding mad insensitive. But I'm just saying, like, does that... Like, if... Like, literally...
I'm just saying, man, look. It says that he began masturbating near her without her knowledge. But how she know he was doing it? And ejaculated on her back.
Without her... How do you...
Yeah, you don't know. He just came up and just...
First of all, unless he was dry-handing it, and I don't know if he was dry-handed, then there's
he is a different kind of beast.
There's a myriad of issues
not gonna
that we have.
stop that
Right?
guy.
He's
Yeah.
a serial killer.
Yeah,
Okay, like we need to do a psychological eval on him immediately if he was dry hand humping himself. Okay, man, you know how much
He's
that
a
would
beast.
hurt.
Yeah,
so you can't hear nothing.
Like, why are you doing that, bro? Be nice to yourself. Love yourself.
Oh my god, I'm sitting here cringing just thinking about it. Like, oh my god,
right?
So you would hear like some
You'd hear
type
some
of
juice.
You would,
going.
you would definitely. Oh, he said you would. Oh,
you gonna hear something. You gonna hear some kind of mess going on. You're like all of a sudden like, what is that noise? Is somebody eat a Popeyes chicken sandwich or something?
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like, wait, what is that? You would turn around and be like,
that's
what
what
are
I
you doing?
thought when I heard the story. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm with it. I'm with it. And so that's the whole thing. And so then I was like,
what is that noise?
Yeah.
You just,
But see, here's the thing, right?
You turn around. Oh, and that.
You know, this is the thing, man. Look, I'm gonna be honest, man. This is why you never do anything.
My God.
This is why you never do anything that can get you in some trouble.
Yeah.
Because when people have to go and talk about it in court, and you be sitting there looking like, and they're like, did you or did you not, begin masturbating near her without her knowledge and ejaculate on her back? You got to sit there and be like, well, I had a long day.
I'm trying to get through the segment, Mac. Okay.
I know, I'm sorry. But I'm telling you, man, this is what I'm saying. Y'all, look, think about what you're doing with people around you. Because if you ever got to be, in court and they have to prove what you've done or whatever, this is crazy. Yeah. But here's my thing. The fact that he did that, because obviously I guess he did that. Whatever. Then it says, and later bragged about the incident and profane emails to Taylor.
Right.
All these things. I'm sitting here and I'm like, and then look, this was in June. That says June of 2017. That's got to be a typo. Because then it says on May 20th, 2018, according to the lawsuit, Brown and Taylor were. How long have they been? They've been together that long?
It was like that, and that is the other piece. Like, why is this just like it's everything?
Yeah, because why would that just be coming out?
Why would it just be coming out now? First of all, let's just go back. All jokes aside, okay. If somebody nuts on my back, okay.
Good God, somebody does that, they got to die. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, man.
You just you like, watching church service and you just like this. Yeah. You just feel something. Yeah. Like, are you really gonna still be dealing with that person? Now read what you was just reading. She was still dealing with that person the following year.
Looking at this says June 2017. That happened.
See, I didn't read what's
June.
What is this?
This is Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
Sports Illustrated. And it says in here that on September 10th, this was when she filed it, but they make it sound like September 10th is 2019,
right? Which
that sounds about right. But then it says he exposed himself and kissed her without her consent while staying in his home in June of 2017.
Yeah.
And then it says, then they go right into that. Later that month, he does this, busting on her back. And then, but then check this out. And then now she's at his crib. Now you're in May, on May 20 of 2018, according to the lawsuit, Brown and Taylor were among a group of people who spent an evening socializing. At the end of the night, Taylor alleges Brown forced her down onto a bed, pushed her face to a mattress, and forcibly raped her. All these things happen, and I'm just looking at this and I'm saying she never went to go get like they call them rape kits or whatever.
this is,
and I don't know if I should say all that, but I'm just,
let
I'm
me
looking
say
at the
this.
story.
I know sometimes, like, and this, like, I know sometimes, like, going up against somebody who is a public figure, sometimes you may think the victim may think that their story isn't going to be validated, or people just gonna be like, whatever. Like, you know, depending on who the individual is. But
right.
I would think most would have either told somebody or done something that is like, you know, like go to the doctor, or know, just some type of course of action.
Yes.
Where you would have some type of, where you could have some legal why weren't you thinking about legal ramifications
back then? And see, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Maybe
is 2018,
that's
right?
what it's saying on this article,
like,
at least.
You know, man, I'm not trying to shame nobody. Or
I'm not either, man.
It's just, but it's some of these things, like, they just don't make sense. And I'm gonna tell you why it's scary for us. Because for me, I look at it and it's just like, say I become a public figure or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then out of the blue, let's just say, like, somebody who spent the night at my house in Florida when I was in school years ago. Like, I'm talking about 2010, was in my apartment or whatever. I don't know where they at in life or how they're doing or whatever the case may be, but they see me, I'm up.
Right.
They could
like,
literally,
you know what?
in this time right now, they could literally say, yeah, Chris, say all of that.
I'm just
saying. They could say all of that.
And as soon as that comes out, then people say.
And as soon as I open my mouth about it, it's like, yeah, we ain't trying to hear shit you talking about, because, you know, you're just a nasty little, you know, and it's just like, no, like, you have to have due process and everything. So if we're looking at, this is the serious me. If you're looking into him, then we need to look into her and why she didn't do certain things.
I'm just saying, to
report this when it happened. Because if I'm a female, and you forcefully rape me or whatever the case may be, after I get up out of that situation, you have to make, like, it is, I don't say it's your responsibility, but I would feel like it's my responsibility to step forward and do something, because this could happen again to somebody else. You got. And I need to address it here and now. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's out here
and
like that.
I'm not shaming nobody for the time that they take to do something, but, like, some of this shit that come out don't make no sense.
Bruh.
It just don't make no sense.
I'm gonna tell you this. A little further down, it goes on. It says, according to the police report of August 2017 incident, his longtime girlfriend, Chelsea Chris, which was mentioned earlier, accused Brown of throwing a bottle of cologne and a bottle of lotion at her during an argument, then leaving for a preseason game. And so they're saying, like, you know, it says officers observed no injuries to the lady, according to the report. She was hesitant to pursue charges for fear of it affecting Brown's career. So I'm just saying that because maybe they're saying that they're not going to report it because they don't want to hurt him.
That's true. And that's what I kind of was trying to say. Like, I'm
not going to report somebody. Right now, my wife threw a bottle of cologne and lotion at me.
Right. You just threw a bottle of cologne and lotion at me. You know
let's be real.
Like,
that can happen. I mean, I hope she won't do it, but
and this is like the flip side of all of that stuff. And I'm not, you know, the flip side of all of that. If we say it's just a double standard that lives there. You know what I'm saying? That's in that space. Because if we say, oh, a woman did this, or like it's the same thing for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing on both sides. Everybody needs due process. She needs due process. I'm not sitting up here calling her a liar. I'm not sitting up here calling AB a liar. Let's just put some facts out on the table.
Put some facts.
Everybody got a news media outlet.
Yeah, but at the same rate, when things happen, you need to go ahead and report them when they happen. Like, I told my daughter this. She'll do this thing. We'll take her out with us, like, to the gym. She'll go into the gym and she'll play with all these other kids. We leave the gym. She won't say anything. And then, like, the next day she'll say, some kid pushed me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know, if that's the case, some kid pushed you, you need to let me know right then when I pick you up.
Right.
Kind of find out they were playing a game. Yeah. And they were, you know, kickball or some mess like that or whatever. And, you know, kids were just pushing because they're pushing. Yeah. And I was like, Lauren, that's not somebody really trying to hurt you. You got to know the difference. So, but I'm saying at the same rate, if something happens to you, you need to let me know as soon as possible. Right. And I think it's the same thing when it goes into doing these police records, because all this stuff is popping up about him. It just looks, and I never heard about any of it.
A certain way if you don't.
Right. It looks like, absolutely, no matter what it is, right?
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. Or if you don't say anything about it, then you got to be willing to just not deal with, let it be whatever.
Right.
So when I'm looking at this, and then like the things that they're talking about his ex-girlfriend or whatever taking his credit card and his Range Rover, and these are small things that people are making actual like a story about.
Right.
And I'm like, man, come on.
Because everybody.
Dude,
and the other thing that I noticed
about fame, man.
Let me tell you the other thing I noticed about it. It's not a criminal case. It's a civil case. Money.
Bingo. Yep,
it's
you're right.
It's not a criminal
civil
case.
lawsuit. Yep.
It's a civil case.
That's very true.
So
I want some money.
my brain and how my brain works.
Give me some money.
I'm like, just give me some money and all my pain will go away.
That's it.
I can tell you right now, I know somebody who has been raped before.
Yeah, they won't.
Okay, and the money ain't gonna make that go away.
Let that joker burn.
Don't nobody, like I'm telling you, I know, and she still feels pain to this day from that. God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how much money that you give this individual, and she wasn't out to seek money when she went after the individual. Now the individual, that's
a good point though. That's a good point you're making, right?
Yeah.
If this happened. Look, go after that joker with, kill that cat. I mean, but you can, what I mean? Oh, I shouldn't say it like that because I guess I can't say that. Can't say kill him, but
don't kill him.
You know what I mean? Go after them and make them pay for what they did. If they attack you physically.
Make it aware. Yeah.
I mean, anything like that, because I think civil, when it comes down to it, you're right. Civil, and a lot of times people do is they can't get somebody criminally, they try to get them in a civil suit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
But if rape, dude, that is a criminal. That's not a civil act. That is not a civil.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, and if
lawsuit.
He masturbated in front of you.
Yeah, but it even that. Even that.
I think people just like. I think sometimes, not all the time. I think there's some sick individuals out there, apparently, or there's a meeting amongst all of these individuals saying like, look, this is how you get them. All you got to say is they were masturbating in front of you and touch themselves inappropriately.
Exactly.
And literally. This is what I think happened. What I think happened
dude,
versus what happened.
That's whack if you do that. That's some crazy stuff.
No, this is what I think happened in my mind. I think the dude might have grabbed his crotch in front of a woman, like with his jeans on. You
talking Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
With his jeans on.
Yeah, make a
and
motion.
Said, you know what I mean? What's up? You know what I mean? And depending on how, and this is why we're going to transition. I'm going to talk about why politically incorrect comedy
Yeah.
Bill Burr had a joke.
Okay.
You got to watch Paper Tiger.
Oh, I saw it up on Netflix popping up.
You gotta watch Paper
Tiger.
Tiger. Absolutely.
Good God.
This is everything we talking about now. It's very
wow, really?
It's not easy to watch. There's some people that's gonna turn it off. He's like, yo, he had to do it in London because
Americans
in
be a
other
little too
countries,
sensitive.
Yeah, they ain't as sensitive as we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
did he say anything about black people?
Everything he was saying. He's married to a black woman.
Is he?
His child is half black.
Bill Burr?
Yes.
Who married that joke?
Exactly.
They married him just for the humor.
This is the thing. There's a bit where he's on there talking about Michelle Obama. Just gonna tell people right off the bat before you go in there. Okay?
You're right.
Before you go,
black lady.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he understands what I understand. When I was watching it, I wasn't really. Let me just say this: I need to watch it again so I can laugh.
Yeah.
But I was watching it the first time, and I was laughing at certain things, like goddamn. But then some of the things I was just like, bro, that was just a genius ass joke right there.
Yeah.
That was just a good ass joke.
Yeah.
He set that up. Like here it comes.
Really?
Like it was really good. It was like really good. But he had a joke about. I think he was talking about the whole Louis C.K. thing, and he was talking about it. Just depends on how. He was like, well, how did she say no? Did she say, no, stop.
Yeah.
You know, just stop.
You
know, I'm not going to do the joke because I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
But go, it's all in how you say things and the actions after said thing happens, what you do afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If your actions, I'm going to wait, what's this? 3 years?
Yeah, man.
And then in 3 years, I'm going to file a civil suit. Why don't you just
go
criminal?
Busting on my back.
Why don't you? Because statute of limitations is, I think it's 5 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's 5 years. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Right.
A lawyer can.
But it's funny that it happened the day.
But
when
when he went somewhere else, it's just like, oh, guess
what?
You got a case now. And I would not be surprised if another case pop up.
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna get kicked off.
And this is the thing. Please don't cancel me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't cancel.
Yeah, whatever. That shit is bullshit anyway. When the whole Bill Cosby thing was happening,
yeah.
At first I was like, man, this is some bullshit. I literally was like, because you didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
think the piece
yeah.
just like, man, it's
well,
some
it
bullshit.
just seemed so
But then-
extravagant for Bill.
But what was the linchpin for me?
Yeah.
Everybody had the same, like, I don't know if they got in the same room or whatever.
Oh yeah, the same.
But
kind of
everybody
story.
had literally the same consistent story.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
We met after set. We talked. He did this and boom. And then I woke up and I didn't know where I was. And then boom, everybody had that consistent message of blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. So then they started, like, they
Yeah,
didn't
Philly
open
did
up
it.
the whole
Yeah.
documents and everything. But
Right.
after everything came out, like, they was like, they had that motherfucker did the rights. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's just like,
yeah.
at that point, due process was worked out.
Absolutely.
I can look.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah,
you
get
did
that dude.
You know
That
what I'm
joker
saying?
crazy.
You know what I mean?
Did you see him doing that look when he left the court? Real fast. He was like walking it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, he crazy.
Something wrong with that cat.
Yeah, let him
Yeah,
let him go think about it. But you know,
yeah.
this is the world that we live in. It's just like reaction.
Right.
It's a world of like blame. Like I'm a blame you. I'm a place blame on you without having no justification or no even evidence. I can say Mac is a killer. You
Yeah.
know? Mac done killed 14 people.
Watch out.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, might get you
I
out
don't
there in
have
the
to
streets.
have. You can just, if you know how to work social media and work the media
Well, it's true.
outlets
It's
around
true.
you,
It's true.
you don't have. I mean,
But
and
that's-
everything is a matter of convenience. It seems like it's like all this
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you come out in January?
That's what I'm saying. I think
February.
that's what people are looking at. And I
You
think
know?
for a good amount of people that see this, they're like, come on. But I think there are some those that are like, but he was this guy a long time ago. And that's what I'm trying to show. He's got history. And then you're like, man. And all of a sudden it becomes, like you say, that cancel culture. And just like, whatever.
It could be, and I'll go to the other side. I'll go to her side a little bit. Maybe he stopped making payments. I don't know.
Oh, good point,
Maybe
right?
he was paying her to shut up.
But wait, but go back to Bill Burr real
know?
quick. So Bill Burr has this special. Now you would tell me, so it's a good special, right?
Oh, yeah.
On Netflix. It
Paper
says in
Tiger.
here 6-hour long Paper Tiger. It's not a 6-hour long show, is it?
no.
Oh, I don't know why it says.
Heck
oh,
no.
Bill's 6th hour long.
Yeah,
That's
6.
Sorry,
I was like,
sixth.
nah, I definitely wasn't on no couch for no
Yeah,
6
I'm saying. I
hours.
was about to say, okay, your boy
I
Mac.
I ain't got
messing that
6
up a
hours to
little
get.
bit.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah, I
got
was about to say,
6 hours
good guy. He got some good comedy.
No,
if
it's
you
like
go-
an hour and some change.
Yeah. Okay,
I
bet.
went out,
I'm
yeah.
gonna check that out.
Nah, it's
And this is kind of going along the lines of like
funny
of Dave
it's
Chappelle,
funny
right?
for those who think along the lines of like who aren't so conservative.
Exactly. Oh, okay,
Who
gotcha.
have more of an open thought, like, yo, like people should just say what they mean.
Yeah.
Just say what you mean.
I'm gonna peep that out
Yeah.
tonight, man. I mean, actually, I'm
Yeah.
in the field in the market for some good comedy. So I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
So okay, I also have this Felicity Huffman.
You have to.
Yeah, so Felicity Huffman with the whole Varsity Blues scandal comes out. She gets 14 days
Of course.
in
you
jail.
do, Of course. Light work.
All right, let me say this though, real quick
Probably
about
crying
that.
her ass off.
Yeah, 14 days. So what? You know, real quick, she paid what
Yeah.
$15,000
Yeah.
to make sure that her daughter could get into a good school,
This is
basically with
crazy.
the SAT exam or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. She paid $15,000 to have someone correct the
Yeah.
answers on the SATs.
She paid $15,000 for her to help her daughter. Her stupid
Help her daughter
daughter
get
get into college.
Right. My
Okay.
daughter's stupid. You know, let me go ahead and just pay some money. She dumb as bricks.
Yeah.
All right. But I need you to go to the school. I'm tired of you. But anyway,
Yeah.
she ends up only getting 2 weeks roughly in jail
Right.
and having to pay a fine of $30,000.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people are upset because
It ain't nothing.
it ain't jack.
Nothing for her.
Nothing for her, right?
I mean, yeah, it's like whatever. It might hit. Like, okay.
But they were comparing this story to a poor black woman who got, I think, 5 years.
for doing the same thing.
Not the exact same thing. What she did is she just said that her child was in a different school zone or whatever. She just,
What the fuck does
Yeah.
that have to do with anything?
she got 5 years
Are
for
you
doing
se-
that. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, I got to find out who this was. I mean,
What,
this is what I've seen largely.
For
and-
college or like high
no, this was just for regular school. You know how you like when you're zoned for
To go
to go
to
to
a
that certain
specific
school,
school.
right?
Yeah.
From what I understand, and I mean I could be wrong, so if I am, I'm sorry, but from what it looks like is that this lady just said that her child lived in a different district, a different zone, to go to a different school.
Oh.
And I got to be honest, I've known people to do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I've done
5 years for that
Yeah.
versus 14 days.
Right.
So
That's a big discrepancy.
huge. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because John Legend had a comment. Just want to see what you guys think about it. But John Legend comes on and he does a tweet about this case. And he says, I get why everyone gets mad when rich person X gets a short sentence and poor person of color Y gets a long one? The answer isn't for X to get more. It's for both of them to get less or even none. We should level down, not up. So I just brought it up as a comment. Really, I think the big thing that I think a lot of people are feeling is exactly what your reaction was. But for him to say, like you said, rich person, short sentence, should she even be sentenced? Like, I'm gonna say this: $15K, SAT scores. I think you need some kind of punishment for it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I can't really justify the amount of days. It's hard for me because they're saying that basically she wouldn't have got any time, but they wanted to make an example out of her. So the judge is basically saying, and I don't know if the judge, I don't know the actual words, but they were making it seem like, look, we have to just make an example of this. We have to let people know they cannot do this.
They're going to have her in like max, like not max, but like some type of 24-hour protective custody. So she's basically going to be in 2 weeks of like,
not being in her house.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, I'm saying, it's not going to be, it is a white collar crime, but at the same rate, my thing about it is this. I don't know if I would say either one is justified. And I think that's what John Legend is saying. Okay. Is it justified that she only gets 14 days? Is it just that the other lady gets 5 years? We're talking about issues when people dealing with school. Mm-hmm. Now, here's my thing. Some of these school zones, because some of these schools, especially public schools, man, listen, that's why people move to different areas because they don't want to be in that school zone.
And when
you
certain crop of people move
there
to
you
a
go.
certain area, they rezoning.
Right, and then that school goes down.
Say, guess what? That's happening in Howard County.
Well, look,
it's like, you're gonna go over here now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And you're like, wait a minute, hold on, no. And my thing about it is, where we live, we moved here because we did like the school zone.
Yeah.
Now I will say this is something we thought about long time ago.
Right.
But they just opened up a new school. We actually love it. It's a great school. We're glad we're here. But if I were to live in other areas,
yeah.
And I gotta admit, there's some areas that I would not move to because I'm like, look, if my kid has to go to one of these schools,
I'm not.
Nah, bruh. We can't live there.
We have to pay for some
private school in that area, right?
Yeah.
So my whole point is, that's why that person more than likely had to lie. But now I need to read that person's story because I really don't know their story. Mm-hmm. But the Felicity Huffman thing about getting 14 days, people are really like wilding out about it. I think that a lot of privilege is wealth, right? Like most privilege, I think is more wealth based than it is race based.
That's America.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's all about that, right? Yeah. If you got money, if you black, white, whatever, if you got money,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, money is what it is. So I don't know, man. I think it's interesting, man. I just wanted your take on it. I don't know.
No, like I think money buys you a level of freedom that people without, and this is when this is a topic that I talk about with my kids a lot. I tell them that the discrepancy sometimes isn't necessarily black or white. It's black or white. It's rich or poor.
Yeah, I think that's. I think mainly that is it.
I think what the issue is sometimes the poor. Just regardless, the poor people, the disenfranchised individuals in this country are the ones that are hurting the most, are the ones that suffer the most because of what the top end does, because of what the people, the fortunate,
of course,
you know what I'm saying, to keep them down there, and they keep us fighting. So like literally, I think it's the stupidest in the world when like you have a poor, I don't care if you're poor from the Midwest state like Indiana or something like that, and you live in a trailer and y'all don't have nothing, blah, 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 versus the person who lives in Queensbridge in New York.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all the same person.
Yeah, same person.
That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, so when you look at Felicity Huffman and you look at the other lady that I'm not familiar with, it's not about black or white. It's about I have money, and my money can afford me to get out of these things because I can afford certain lawyers that are going to go dig for things. Of
course.
This lady probably just had some regular Joe Schmo, whatever the fuck.
Of
know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So it's just a level of discrepancy that's always going to be there. So like, like if you have money, you can probably get out of some shit. And
look, nine times out of 10, the African American community, Black American community. The problem is they're in more impoverished
Of course,
situations.
I'm not,
just because. So it does make, I mean, it is something that attaches there. So I'm not going to say, it's what me and Chris are saying is not that we're not saying their color does not matter at all. It does. It's in the equation. But I'm just saying when it comes down to it, they're going to treat Michael Jordan a lot different. They're gonna treat Mac Noor. You know what I'm just saying? I mean, and in some ways,
they're gonna treat Tiger Woods a lot different than they treat
absolutely.
Me. You know what I'm saying?
And even in some cases, they're gonna treat Michael and Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods a certain way too, because they are, even though they have money, they might because they still are black. It's something always, right?
Absolutely.
So that part does exist. But anyway, that's all I have for Felicity Huffman.
I think,
yeah,
like the space that we are in right now is just everybody is like, it's like we talked about it on another podcast. It's just like, I'm on this side, we on this side, I'm on this side, you on this side.
There you go, Chris. Good point.
And like I think we need to get to a common place where, because there's certain people in the middle that are dictating that shit. Like, they want to see that shit. You an antagonist.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go,
and
Chris.
And antagonists in the middle usually are the people that are higher up. You know what I'm saying? That are causing that discourse. Like, and that's why I like shows like Snowfall.
I gotta see that, man.
Because they show that.
Yeah.
They show
like,
nigga, we didn't just fucking fly down to fucking Colombia and get fucking poppy seeds and then bring the motherfuckers back up here and make
somebody bring that.
Like they had to fuck how the fuck you think that shit?
Yeah, because Ray and Junebug ain't be like, I'm going on there real quick and make this happen.
No. So it's just like
lying.
It just shows you like the construct of what we live in is not necessarily like set up for certain individuals to win, but if you play the game enough, you can win and then get to where these people in the middle are, and it's just crazy, man.
That sounds crazy, man. I'm gonna be honest, brother. It's amazing, man. Right now, where oh my god, dude, I'm looking at this thing.
What?
Hansel and Gretel has a movie coming out.
Oh please. Let me get to my topic.
I'm sorry, bro.
We ain't talking about
this joint. Look crazy.
Hansel. First of all,
man, look at this joint, man.
When is this going? Is this a Disney?
That's disturbing. She pulling the hair out of her mouth like she just ate the kid, man. You remember like she eats the kid?
That is disturbing.
That looks like some more. You know what that looks like?
Around?
That's what I'm saying, right? Oh yeah, Ryan Pictures started to come back. I saw Ryan Pictures come up on something we just saw. We just saw a movie.
Oh dang.
Shoot, what was it, man? Ryan Pictures is just some movie I just saw.
Oh wow.
And I was like, wow. You know what that looks like?
Dead in the water.
That looks like your boy. That looks like M. Night Shyamalan type movie.
Oh yeah, it does.
Don't it?
Yeah, it does. That looks just
whatever.
Why you got that on the?
I don't know. It's like a little ad or something, man.
Yeah, but what you been searching?
Oh man,
okay.
I don't know.
Searching for some.
It says watch the scariest trailer of the year. Wow.
Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, man, that might be it. But you know what? That's a really jacked up nursery story.
Yeah, it is a jacked up.
You know what I mean? I don't know,
story.
but that thing is crazy to me.
Nuts. Yeah. I'm tired. Let me tell you what I'm tired of.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm just tired of all these Disney movies, these live action Disney movies. Okay. I just really feel like they need to go away.
I liked Aladdin.
I'm glad you did.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Okay. What? I haven't seen it, but I know I'm not going to like it. I know I'm not going to like it. Mac, I am a firm believer in just letting things be. Just let it be, man. That shit was classic, period.
Yeah, I mean, the cartoon was good.
Cartoon.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Watching cartoons?
I mean, the cartoon was good. I ain't going to front. Now, I love it.
Y'all ain't going to tell me The Lion King was better than
I didn't see that.
Ain't nobody gonna sit up here and tell me that Lion King with them live animals running around is better than the cartoon one. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that.
Good point. I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I only saw.
I don't care who's in it.
It came out.
You know, Beyonce, the voice of what?
Yeah,
don't
matter. Wow,
great, wonderful. They should have made it a cartoon. Okay, like, you know what I mean? Some things, man, I don't want to see.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But they are, well, I just think the remakes of all this stuff is getting a little bit too much. So
all this CGI stuff. Yeah. Like, and I heard Will Smith did a really good job.
I thought it was good, man. I think he did good.
Did an excellent job or whatever.
I think the cast was great.
They making The Little Mermaid again.
I know. I heard about that one too.
Good. Okay, like I'm solid. I know.
Well, you know what's interesting that you say that, because I'm wondering why they're doing this.
Because nobody has any original ideas, and the people that have original ideas and they come out with stuff, then that gives other people, like, there's no coincidence why you're going to see a superhero movie every summer, or you're going to see like a Star Wars movie before Christmas.
Sure.
You're going to see certain blockbusters with The Rock jumping from one building to the next.
Good God, with one leg.
You're going to see Jason Statham beating up 14 people.
Right.
Like, there's a certain formula that they just take and they just keep doing
run
it
with
because
it.
people people watch it.
But I still think with kids though, because kids, you know, we all grew up on cartoons.
But I'm saying every once in a while you have an avatar to come through.
Right. Something that just boom.
Boom. Oh my God. That was
right.
You know how you mesh CGI and live,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you'll have something like Hunger Games come through, which is a book. But you know, you'll have that come through and they'll be like, oh, that's cool. Like, you know, certain things like require
come out of nowhere and you be like, where did that come from? Like you said, Matrix, all that kind of stuff. But
I just need originality to come.
I'm with that. I'm with that because all they're doing is, you're right, they're doing a formula like, oh, y'all live action that, we're doing live action this. But I'm still thinking, what is the point? Because these are kids we're talking about. These are kids shows.
Right.
Why make them live action type stuff? And I don't really know.
Just go see. If you want to see live action, go to the play.
Yeah, because even
make it a play.
When you put, you know, back to what we were just saying a little bit when we talking about race and all that. When you just put a cartoon towards something, it don't really have like a real. It's not a person. You know what I mean? When you personalize things,
I got a little hate. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, baby. I just think when you personalize things, it becomes like more of a real thing. And I think for me, even as a kid, imagination, let it be imaginative. You know what I mean? Let it be.
That's
it's. And
I think that's where I draw. That's because
you're losing that. You know what I'm saying?
Losing that perspective because you can learn a lot from cartoons.
You really do, man.
Because if you separate. Like, I think sometimes when you're watching a real person, like, you can get message or whatever, but sometimes you're watching a cartoon and you'll just get stuff just subconsciously. Just like just go into your subconscious.
Absolutely.
Like, and it just because you're watching it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you'll see more symbolic stuff and all that.
I'm like, everything don't gotta be, and then it just comes down to ideas. Like, who thought of Tron in the 80s?
Right.
Who thought of and I'm just like, you know, movies when they came out.
Speaking of which, I mean to ask you this.
Space Odyssey and hell, Spaceballs.
Now speaking of which, speaking of that,
yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you this because one thing that you put me on was Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing.
Absolutely.
Love that podcast. Amazing. I'm glad
you should.
Yeah, and you were the guy to put me on that.
Yeah.
They talk in there now. You know a little bit more about substances that I might not know about.
Sure.
This DMT mess. They make it seem like because they're talking about how that opened up their mind. Mm-hmm. Like Mike Tyson says, he's a different person. He says because of the toad, and I think DMT. They talk about these things. And you were saying
it can go both ways though.
Yeah,
DMT.
I can imagine.
It can go bad.
And I heard.
Yeah.
Because I think they were saying like if you're predisposed to certain conditions or whatever, you don't know it.
Yeah.
You take that mess.
Yeah.
Now you crazy for life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is DMT? Is it acid? What is it? I don't even know what it is.
It's just a hallucinogen, and it just literally like it can tap into your subconscious mind because you can't just go into your subconscious and grab stuff out. And you can go back into like, man,
that's interesting.
You can go into certain scenarios that you may not remember that will give you insight on the person that you are now. You'd be like, it'll take you back into it. Like sometimes, like there's a show that
it can really do that, though?
Yeah, there's a show that comes on Vice, and I'm gonna find out what it is right now, so I can tell you. I know I always do this.
Have you ever done a hallucinogen?
Not no DMT, but
you done I heard edibles are hallucinogens, though, right?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
I put it this way, I've never done anything that's allowed me to see things.
One time
at all,
and
colors or anything.
Man, look, whatever. I mean, everybody, you know, shit. My mom don't listen to this podcast.
Yeah, okay,
anymore. But one time when I was at a I was on a house party in Florida or whatever, and I put a sticker on me. Whatever. It was everybody in the party had stickers on.
Give me one
they
of
was
them.
like, yo, by the way, everybody was in boom, and the sticker had LSD on it.
Whoa. All right.
And then the rest of the night, it was I don't remember it. Like it was just like zoop, zoop, zoop. But I just remember having like really, it's gonna sound crazy, really like satanic-esque type dreams. Okay.
God.
Like it was a lot of reds, a lot of bright lights, a lot of like scary faces, a lot of this.
Like dreams you said.
Yeah,
like after that.
Yeah, like no, I was awake. Like I was awake. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
good Lord. Don't let Mac even try that. I'm gonna be like,
no, I was awake. Like you'll be sitting in the you ever seen somebody tripping?
Yeah. I mean, I'm online and not in real life.
No, bro.
Yeah, you never seen that. I've never seen it in real life.
About a different type of trip. Just
I thought you meant like tweaking, like
yeah, just sitting there, just boom, just like you just zoned out. That's probably what's happening.
Oh,
and
okay.
I just did it.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Because I man, you fucking dumb. And
No, I mean,
point
look, but
whatever,
that's
I
good that
stuck
you got
the
the story.
sticker on,
Right,
and
you don't
it's just
know.
like, you don't know, and then eventually you pull it off, and you're like, oh, okay.
But see, you know what? That's interesting you say
Starting
that
to
too.
feel a little different
Because
yeah.
all Halloween coming up.
Yeah.
All these kids, they getting candy, they getting stickers, they doing all this kind of
You
stuff.
don't know
You just
what's
like,
in
you don't
that
know what's
shit.
on that.
Yeah.
My daughter like put it on me, and I'm like,
nah,
I don't know.
No, don't let nobody put no stickers.
Wow.
And I remember like, and I don't know why I didn't. Whatever. I guess I just had a mental lapse. But I remember when I was in like 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah.
It was a big thing around our school. There was like these. Remember them yellow happy face stickers?
Yeah.
The yellow
right.
happy face stickers or whatever.
Okay.
It was a thing around that time for kids in high school and in our area, like you put LSD on the happy face sticker. So they were like, if a teenager comes up, not in elementary school, I'm talking about high schoolers and stuff.
Still, who is making these? Because that's like a demonic thing to do. Like, you know what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna get these happy face stickers and put LSD on them. Yeah, dog.
So we had Dare come to our school and everything. Showing
God.
us the thing and
Don't
everything.
put the happy face on.
If somebody offers you to hand you a sticker, just say no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was
Just
just say no time. I remember that,
bruh.
But this is interesting. I mean, I didn't mean to put you on the spotlight. I just think it's good information for people that know it.
I think if you're
like,
a
I could say about
strong
drinking.
person and if you're like really
there.
having like some emotional issues in your life that you really need to tend and deal with, I need to find this show.
Yeah. My bad.
Then I think it could be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
really do think
Oh wow.
It could be a
Well,
good
I mean, Mike makes it seem like it's been an amazing thing for him.
Yeah.
And I imagine, because I also hear that Mike had to deal with. He says he dealt with fear like a lot. Like he had a lot of issues with fear. He had a lot of issues, obviously, with his upbringing.
Right.
So for him, it probably did give him a lot of enlightenment.
Yeah.
And took him out. Because I mean, the way Mike explains himself is that like he was an animal.
Mhm.
You know, when he was a boxer. So I think that might have brought him back to a real place.
Yeah, you just never
which is
know where
interesting.
it's gonna it'll take you. Like I said, it just opens up your subconscious.
Wow.
It just opens up your subconscious.
amazing, man.
And you just like, what the hell? Like, and then some people, like you said, they can't click out of what they saw.
So
You know what I'm
that'd be
saying?
me.
You
That'd be me. I
can't- you
can't.
can't
I don't,
click-
don't show me nothing. Because, you know,
I just want to be. You just
I
wanna
see
be
it one time, I'm like,
ignorant.
that's it. That's life.
Some people just can't.
Walls
click
have
out of
eyes,
it.
you know, and it'd be like, oh God, that's what I think
Oh
now.
man, but like I think to a certain extent I can handle it. I know like I don't certain things like I don't know, science really amazes me.
Yeah.
So when you start to
Yeah.
think about like we aren't the only galaxy and we aren't the only solar system.
Yeah.
We
Ooh.
aren't black holes opening up. You know what I'm saying? And I remember going to, you know, looking out of the Hubble telescope and seeing the moon or whatever and seeing these big, like, you know, when you see
like,
a thing,
what is
you
that?
see these craters like that
Yeah.
look really small. Like when you see a picture of the moon
Yeah.
from like far away, you're like, man, that crater is really small. But then you use a telescope that can see it.
Yeah.
Bro, that crater is like the Grand Canyon.
Good God.
And it's just like there are these marvels and things
ton
are
of
just
them.
out here. And it's just like,
And it's just sitting there.
this is what segment
What
coming.
the hell is all that about?
Humans are stupid. Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we're stupid,
Yeah,
man.
we are.
Okay? Like for
Wow.
real, some people think that we are the only thing that exists. You are a idiot.
Good
Okay.
God. Oh,
Because
Krista
what
put-
you are,
He done drawn a line in the sand.
You are an idiot. Okay.
Wow.
Because if
So you
really,
think-
and I think if I really got too deep, like what's that science? Oh my God, what is it? What's the science where they just? I was talking about it with Lee the other day. Oh my God, it's not.
Must be some deep science.
Man,
You
it's
gotta
like
go
a
deep.
science where it's man, she is probably laughing her ass off right now because I can't find this.
He don't
fucking
know
word.
that science. That dude crazy.
He don't know what he talk. Quantum physics.
Good. Okay.
So quantum
Here we go.
physics is the study of like time and like
Yeah.
if
That's
you
a-
make a
that's a-
decision at a certain place, how it affects
The rest of your life.
everything around you.
Oh.
That drives
Oh,
me crazy.
that's
So I
a
was
good
like,
point.
Yo,
Right.
if I didn't, so I tell the story of how me and Lee met.
You doing
to
like this-
everybody?
Okay, yeah. Go
And
ahead,
it's
go
just like, yo, we were in the apartment and it was me and Kevin and James. And we were there. We was trying to figure out what the hell we was eating for dinner. And I was stuck on going to Popeyes. I'm trying to
Right.
go get that 3-piece bonafide with a biscuit. Okay. You
My
know
man love
what
that
I'm
3-piece
saying?
bonafide.
I'm going to get it right now or whatever. But they was like, yo, you got to try this Chipotle. Because this is when the Chipotle thing had just started.
Oh, yeah. I remember that
You
popped
got to
up.
try this Chipotle, man. Like, you got to go. I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. But what about that 3-piece bonafide? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Give it to me.
you know what I mean?
Wow.
And then they ended up convincing me to go or whatever. But here's the rub. Like, I wasn't even going to go at first. Mully and him were going to go. I was going to stay at the apartment, and I was just going to continue working on beats.
Sure.
While they go pick up the food and come back.
Ah.
But something said go. And he was like, yo, James was like, yo, just come on, man. And he was like, yo, you got to go in there and just see the experience because then you'll learn, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I go in there, and who's in front of me?
Lee.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. See,
So I was like, if I would have went to Popeyes,
you would have been.
I'd have met Tasha.
Yeah.
Okay?
And Tasha,
You know
yeah.
what
And then we been in a whole different situation.
It'd have been a different
wow,
story.
man.
Yeah. So you never know. You never know. And you're like, yo, if I would have made that decision, then where would I have gone from there? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, right. So you're saying.
I didn't go
so
on
let me
my
ask you
senior
this.
trip in high school. I didn't go on my senior. They have a senior trip where we went to Ocean City and whatever.
Okay.
I didn't go to that, and that's where I met my kid's mother. That weekend.
Wow.
That the senior trip was happening. So I was like, say I went to the senior trip.
I
be thinking about all of these.
Well, okay,
like,
this is
points.
interesting though. This is interesting.
Like,
so let me ask you this: do you feel this is good right here?
Yeah.
Do you feel as though then it was planned for you, like it was already set up, or like do you
In
feel
a
like that
way.
was like it was
In a way.
destiny for you to be
In a way.
here
Yes.
to make that happen?
Yeah, in a way I
So
do.
in that way, do you
And
believe
some
that?
people relate that to religion.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
relate any of that stuff to
I'm with you on
religion.
that. I'm with you on that.
I don't relate
You
any
just think it's like a cosmos
yeah,
thing.
because
That's
some
supposed
people
to
like, oh my,
work this way.
God, led me and did what? No.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not what Chris does.
You think it's the energy of
I
the
think
cosmos.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
something. It's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
energy.
yeah.
It's something
Wow.
that's like, yo, you're not going to get that 3-piece bona fide today.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and just do this. And it's like it's just like something that pushes you. And you know. And here's the other thing. This is the other crazy thing about it.
Okay.
I had a rule in Atlanta where if I saw somebody twice, I would always say something.
Yeah.
I had literally saw Lee the day before at I think it was an ASCAP or BMI event.
So wow.
And she was standing on. I remember she had on a leather jacket and some
Good
jeans,
God.
and she was standing up against the wall and whatever. I can remember like it was yesterday.
Jeez.
And that was literally the day before. So what are the odds of this individual
That's a trip.
being
That's
in
a trip.
Chipotle at the same fucking time?
Well, what's the odds of you even
And me
going to
seeing you-
Chipotle and not getting that 3-piece bona fide?
Man, quantum physics.
Well, I'm gonna be. That's crazy though, man. I think
nuts.
so.
That shit drives me crazy, man.
Well, I do believe I'm one of those. I feel like there is there's a destiny.
Yeah.
I believe that there is a
Kentucky, you got to watch this show. You got to watch this show. And you know what I'm going to do from now
God.
on?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring, this is something that I'm going to do. I got it
come on,
coming.
Chris. Oh, he got something new. What?
You think we could put something here?
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm going to put my screen so when we're talking about stuff.
How you gonna do? Oh,
We
you
got
mean
like
like
a TV. I
Oh,
got
like
like
a
a
monitor
small-
or
yeah,
something.
something like
Oh,
a
I got. Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
We can mount it or
So
something.
when we talking about stuff,
Boom.
like for the YouTube
Yeah, for
people,
YouTube world.
so they can get a little something extra.
They need to see it,
They
man.
need to see what we talking
Because
about.
you up here looking at us, man.
Just
we
watch
look good.
one of these shows. Because that's DMT in that cup.
Kentucky,
I can't even. Yeah,
Ayahuasca.
that's why I didn't try to say it.
ayahuasca, something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just watch
That's
that.
DMT. It's a drink.
Just watch it. They drink it, and then they tell them to go into their rooms and just watch what happens.
I'm scared.
Yo, you be like, some of the people like, man, you need to wake her up because she fitting the, like,
She ain't gonna make
she
it.
ain't gonna make it.
Whoa. Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
Like-
I'd love to hear about people doing this stuff, but I'm gonna tell you something that Mac Newell ain't gonna go do. It's that stuff. I'm just one of those, man, because I'm a visual
Yeah.
person.
But sometimes
Heavily
you can get
visual.
that from just like that's why I tell you,
From a puff. Yeah.
don't say you get some with some high THC in it.
I'm scared to
I
do
know you're
that.
scared. No,
Yeah.
it's not the same type of high, but it can unlock a certain part of your brain. And I feel like that's why you know how like music, like you be like,
Yeah.
man, that artist, like back in the day, his music was way better than it is now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He
Certain
needed-
artists
he unlocked something, and that's all he got. He
he
needs
was
to go back.
unlocking that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, look, I mean,
Like,
one
telling
thing.
you.
One thing they did say when I forgot which podcast it was how brilliant Jimi Hendrix was.
Oh, for sure.
And you
On
have to
LSD.
wonder. Yeah, and you have
Yeah.
to wonder,
Yeah.
did he unlock something? Look, we talk about what's the other guy? iPhone.
oh, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, of course.
All these guys,
Oh,
have
yeah.
experimented with that. Now, let me say this. They're also, of course, the thousands or hundreds of millions or whatever people that have done it, and they totally went the other way.
Just went the complete other way. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you do have to wonder all the things that your brain is powerful, how powerful your brain is.
Oh man, it is a.
You know what I mean?
It can be a weapon of mass destruction.
It can be,
and we only use 10% of it.
But that's what I'm getting at. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think you've heard of this, the connection between the human brain, the mind or whatever, and space. Because you're talking about space.
Yeah.
How we only know like about 10%.
Yeah.
Maybe not even that. I don't think we only know that much.
We don't even know shit.
We probably know like,
nothing.
like a dot,
Yeah.
you know, dot 0.00001%.
Right.
But my point is we only know a very small percent of space. Pretty much like we only use a very small percent of our brain.
Right.
So it does make you wonder, with all the extra brain power that you probably could use, just like with all the other space that's out there, what else is out? What else is there?
What else? You know what I mean? Like literally.
What do you feel about, real quick, what do you feel about the what is it? The other thing they talk a lot about, especially in Joe Rogan stuff, is the alternate universes, the alternate things that are going on at the same time, the parallel universes or whatever.
Yeah.
And going
Shit
in between them.
That's what I'm saying. Like
like being
I
able
feel like
to
if
move.
I drunk DMT and I took some DMT, that's where I'll be going.
In your other lives.
Man, I can't say it because you have to watch it. So whenever you and your wife watch it, we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
That show?
Yeah, Snowfall.
Oh, Snowfall. Okay, yeah.
Something like that in one of the episodes.
Oh, they did. Okay.
They did like an upside down type thing.
Ooh.
And it was just like,
I can't deal with that. Like, what is that? Is that has to really exist? Because you think you seeing it,
and it's like it could be real stuff. It could be. And this is what I liked about the movie that I kind of don't like now because you ruined it. Us, okay? We ain't going there no more. Yeah, but it wasn't as good. Yeah. But the concept of tethered, was literally to me was just what you're saying. That alternate, like the other side of things, the whatever. If I would have done this, then this. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing or whatever. Now, that's what I took from it. Everybody else can take whatever. But that concept to me, I do believe has some type of validity. Nobody can prove it. Because I think you have to die in order to know, like, you know what I mean? Or be in my dad could be in the upside down.
Right. Oh, Jesus.
He could be in wherever that next place is. That flip. You know what I mean? And this is why I like Pharrell so much, because his band was called No One Ever Really Dies, Nerd. Yeah. That's what it stands for.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, and that's what I've always believed, because what I learned in science is that, you know, energy doesn't die. It just transforms and goes to something else. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it leaves something and goes somewhere else or whatever.
It's never gone.
Yeah, it's never gone. So it's like, the person that you're digging a hole and putting them in the ground.
Yeah, you know that in the body. Yeah,
or you just, sitting them up on your mantle and it's just dust or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the energy that person was, this is what I get from Westworld. Like they program that into...
Yeah, into the body.
Yeah, into the body.
Don't live in the body.
It's not live in the body.
It doesn't stay
the body
in the
is a vessel.
Right. You know
what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, you know what I mean? We all look different. It's just a vessel, but the energy is something else. You know what I'm saying? It's some metaphysics.
I love it though, man. I think we should have more conversations like this. I think
church out this month.
I'm with it though. I think that there is a lot more to this world than what we know of.
What people make of it.
Right, because a lot of times we get caught up in these stories, like the Antonio Browns, like the Felicity Huffmans, even what Bill Burr and that stuff he's saying. We get caught up into these things as people, and we look at them as life on that level, on a very surface level, right?
Absolutely.
When there's so much more that we know should exist or does exist or probably exist, whatever.
Exactly.
And I think experimenting with that and being able to kind of get into that and delve into that is very interesting to me, and the fact that I'm just saying even with things that you brought up, I don't know, it's interesting, man.
The other thing,
and music is one of the things I think that easily gets people to get into that realm without actually taking a substance necessarily.
A good song can take you somewhere.
It can. Sound can take you somewhere. And there's a reason for that, I imagine,
Absolutely.
With the brain, the way the brain takes
something
it.
in your brain, it's like an unlock code.
Absolutely.
Almost. It's like this tone is an unlock code. So it's
for
like
something. And it's a feeling.
And this is why I never understood when the people were coming to, like, when the DARE officers would come to the school.
Yeah.
And like because I knew people in 5th grade. Like I knew like, you know, just, you know, like I've seen high schoolers and they lived in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I knew them or whatever. And I knew some of them, like I didn't know they was smoking like that back then. I thought all smoking was cigarettes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But all of them seem normal. All of them smart. All of them got good jobs. Now everybody, you know, doing great, you know what I'm saying? But they made it seem like if you did cannabis, that you was going to be the scum of the damn earth.
And you know what? So I've heard about all the what do you call it? Propaganda against that.
Yeah.
Was for a reason.
Yeah.
Though.
And any time like that, man, it's just crazy how they condemned this plant.
Right.
That does nothing but make you think happy thoughts and make you hungry.
And now you can get CBD and all this stuff from Wegmans.
You rubbing it on your skin. If you just rub a little CBD right under your eye, it'll take them bags right off.
People's grandma right now, can you give me some of that CBD?
Put it right under my eyelids, okay?
Yeah, grandma, I thought you were going to go to church. Yeah, but
it's crazy, man. And it's just like that's why we live where they going to do what they want when they want to do it, how they want to do it.
That's right.
And that's it. Only last thing I want to say before we jump up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's time.
It's all good. I know we got excited.
We got excited for a minute. You know, quantum physics kind of, you know, it takes me places, man.
I like that.
And it's like when people want to talk religious with me and all that kind of stuff, I always revert to science and I revert to logic. I revert to things that seem logical. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, I piss a lot of people off in those conversations, but at the same time, it's just like, well, it makes sense to me.
I mean, look, which is what I think. I'm
you
with
feel
that.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%, man.
So, Bill Burr, we were talking about him watching that that stand-up, and after, you know, coming off of the Dave Chappelle and just seeing those back-to-back, there's a position that these comedians are taking. You know what I'm saying? There's a position that I love that they're taking. How so? The position is we gonna say what the fuck we want. These are just jokes.
Right.
Okay. And we don't care how you feel about it. And Jerry Seinfeld has said if there's not a platform where a comedian can get up here and say stuff that is going to make you think or just, man, I thought that, but I would never say that out loud. That's what comedy is.
Yeah.
So like I feel like over the last maybe 2-3 years, especially this last year, like 2018 into this year, all this cancel culture stuff, you say one thing and you're out of here type thing. I am glad that some of the top comedians are taking that risk and they are saying like, you know what? Yeah. Guess what? Nah.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like
we need to stop taking ourselves so seriously.
So I'm
just
gonna
Chris.
All I'm gonna say is just there are some great stand-ups right now that y'all can go check out. Is a return of comedy that I love, the Richard Pryor comedy, the Eddie Murphy Raw comedy.
Come on.
Like, it's that form of comedy, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bingo.
They are a lot of people out here are too sensitive because we got this oversensitive ass up in this office. And everybody is just picking a side, and everybody's choosing side. Look, you can say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You got free speech. You can say whatever. If you're not hurting anybody, or you're not like physically hurting somebody. Like a pinch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like me talking about a certain community and my opinion about that certain community is my opinion. Right. That's all it is. Take it or leave it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like, that's how I look at it. And I love it. I like that. I loved it. My God. Like, Paper Tiger. Look, I'm going to see that, man. I'm going to check that out next. Tonight we in for a good watch. I'm down for that. That's what's up. All right, look. Whether we talk a little, whether we talk a lot, this has been Talkative. Holla.